everybody, it's Catherine and we are day 17. Day 17, goodness me. Beautiful sunny day today, so we've made the most of the sunshine. And yeah, I've been for a lovely long walk along the Marine Drive again. And cold, it's cold, but if you get muffled up, you know, it's pleasant. So yeah, that has been a nice change. Thank you to everybody, all the well wishes to David for his birthday. And just trying to get this glue off here. I was a bit cross because I ordered his birthday cake because I knew I wouldn't have time to make it, and I ordered it for him and it should have been coming yesterday evening. Well, about 5 o'clock they sent a text to say sorry, we've run out. Well, that's no good, is it, at that time of day? Oh, something's dropped off. I wouldn't have ordered it online if I could have gone and got it. I was really annoyed with them. So you're not telling me that Morrison's can't find an alternative birthday cake, would you, just because they haven't got that one? But anyway, I was a bit annoyed, so never mind. Never mind, keep the pounds off, stops us overeating. So what have we got today? We've got another one from the lovely Jovi, cranberries, Christmas cookies and garlands. So yeah, they sound good. And also I don't know if it's European, the word biscuits, because we call cookies, well, we've started having cookies now, great big round ones, you know, that sort of becoming more known as cookies now, you know, from certain coffee shops and things. But generally speaking, in the UK, it always used to be biscuits. Everything was biscuits. And I think, you know, because you can buy biscuits from Scandinavia and places. So I'm wondering if it's a European word, biscuits, or what. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, so yesterday's all nicely dried. I managed to rescue my cracker thing and put it in there for David's birthday. And today, so today I've made some garland with some this is like hessian material, and I've got some ribbon and some bow, put a couple of bows on there, and because I really liked those because it went with this. So this I've never come across them when I was growing up, but David, they're called Christmas pinwheel biscuits, and David said, oh, it's, you know, 40 odd years since I last made them with you know, with his mum. And so that sort of inspired my garland. And basically they're like dough mixture, biscuit mixture, and then you just put some different colour food colourings and roll another layer on top in different colours, and then roll them all together, and then, you know, a bit like a Danish pastry, how they wrap them round and round. And I can't recall them at all. I don't remember that. It's certainly not a Yorkshire thing. But David was from Nottinghamshire, so whether that was something more prevalent there, I don't know. But he found this picture and he was excited. So really think it goes nice with, that's a bit sharp, with my little garland. And cranberries, so got some of my snippet trim there, put some cranberries on. And also I'd done like a garland. I don't know if you can see this, but it is actually embossing. So I've embossed through, used my mat and my spongy mat, and then embossed through a stencil, so you can get these little ribbon garlands there. And I just edged it, and I'm going to pin that on the side. But first I've got, because I've been really enjoying, and I think, you know, you have too, finding out the origins of things. So yeah, I didn't think they'd have much to say about garland, but they do. So a garland, a band or chain of flowers. You see, I never thought if it was on a chain, you know, circular, it could be classed as garland. I thought that was a wreath, but it says here it can be. Of flowers, foliage and leaves. It may be joined at the ends to form a circle, although here it then goes on to say a wreath. But to me, a band is like a wedding band, and that's a circle. If it's worn on the head, it's called a chapelet. Or it might be a chapelet, it might be French, don't know. Or draped in looms, a festoon or swag. Garlands have been part of religious rituals and traditions from ancient times. The Egyptians placed garlands of flowers on their mummies as a sign of celebration in entering the afterlife. The Greeks decorated their homes, civic buildings and temples with garlands and placed them crosswise on banquet tables. In ancient Rome, garlands of rose petals were worn, and carved wooden festoons, a craft revived in the 17th and 18th centuries, decorated homes. These garlands are a recurrent motif in classical and Renaissance paintings and relief sculptures. In the Byzantine culture, a spiral garland made with foliage and tiny flowers was popular, as were those of narrow bands of alternating fruit or flowers and foliage. During the 15th and 16th centuries, garlands of fruit and flowers, especially roses, were worn in pageants, festivals and at weddings, a custom echoed in the folk festivals of Europe, in which cattle are decked with flowers. And dances are performed with chains of flowers linking the participants, called the garland dance. Now we have Morris dancers over here in the sort of small villages, and they have like garlands around the neck, and they've got them on their, they've got bells and garlands on the wrists, and you know, they shake them when they're doing the Morris dancing. The religious significance of garlands was evident in the European Middle Ages, 5th to the 15th centuries, when they were hung on religious statues. The Hindus in India also attach a spiritual meaning to flowers, wearing and adorning their statues with blessed garlands. So I think that's really interesting. So I've stuck that on the back of there, so I've got that, and obviously I've got my journaling card with the garlands on. I've got a paper clip here with some lace, so I'm going to, not in the way there is it, stick that on there. And then also, because as well as the pinwheel biscuits, I've also got this image which I think's cute, of all these different shaped biscuits, Santas and snowflakes, tree, there's a glove, and then on here I've just got a little gingerbread off Tracy's Christmas label kit. Can't remember its proper name, but she made this label kit, and that, I thought that could go on there. So I know it's simple, but we're starting to get really chunky now, aren't we? And you know, I knew the garland would stick out a bit, so yeah, I like that. It's quite simple, but I think the colours tie in nice. So that's that one. We've been getting some fabulous suggestions, haven't we? I think without doing the jar, you know, we'd have run out of ideas by now. I'd have been scratching my head. So yes, this is getting out of control as well. So where were we? 15, 16, so that was yesterday's, and that was lovely. So here we go. I've done another garland, and slightly different to the other, but because I've got a lot of white on the things here, I wanted to, because there's some white little biscuits, cookie thingies there, tied a bit of white in from over here, so I've put some whitish flowers on there. I've got a little sliver of gold ribbon left, so I've put 2 little pieces on there. a bit of washi. I've put an assortment of different biscuits on here and some candy canes, and I've drawn something again, guys, but I think it's better than my bird. I've drawn some cranberries just to, you know, the page was looking a bit lonely. Well, I'd never pass O-level art, would I? But I mean, they're better than my birds. if you squint at them. So I've just put a bit of washi there. What I've done here is I've created a pocket with some nice green card out my stash, and I've actually made a belly band with this image of the cranberries. So I've got one of my made a little flippy pad. I've added something up there, I don't know what that must have been. Too much. I've put some ribbon down with some little hearts sewing. So that is just going to slip in the belly band there. And then I've got some more biscuits and cookies. Surprising what you can find, how many different variations. People are clever. I couldn't be messing with all these little fiddly cookie cutters. So these can go in the, you know, can write on the back of there. Not that I'm writing much really. Took Nelson for a walk along Marine Drive, that's that. Oh, now, and I've forgotten I've made this to put on the other one, so we'll stick that on in a minute. So yeah, another simple page, but just rip that off, that's better. I think it all looks quite festive. It's a very foodie page, whereas like when you look at some of the others, you know, they've got a different vibe to them really, but this is definitely and if you ever get chance, those of you that don't live in Europe, normally when we haven't got all this malarkey going on, they have some fabulous Christmas markets in Europe, in France, in Belgium, Austria, places like that. Fantastic. They usually have fantastic markets, and it just reminds me of that as well for some reason, because they, you know, and especially when you see the images from Scandinavian countries and Austria and, you know, Norway, they very much have the vibe of having the different like gingerbread hung up and things like that. It's lovely. So if you do get chance, trouble is people don't want to come over, do they? You know, because at Christmas time here is cold, and it's cold in Europe, and you know, say for example you're in the States and you're coming over to Europe, you don't want to be coming when it's freezing cold, do you? So often these markets get missed. But where are we now? Where's my favourite crayon pen? Don't tell me I've put it somewhere else and I can't find it. Oh, I say. Looks like it, doesn't it? Can't find it in there. Must have had it in the lounge. Wonder if I could do it with this. Seeing as it's 17. See, that's got a bit of yellow in that corner. Only thing is you can't see. We had some lovely porter. David likes his real ale, and I like it actually, since I've not been able to drink wine anymore. And we had this gorgeous porter last night, watching television. We're there with our glass of boozy, and it was lovely. It tasted very chocolatey. It was lovely. Well, that'll do. That'll do. I'll have to investigate where my pen is. So let me just swap books again and just stick this one on. Today's, oh, see, this is what we've got tomorrow. This is because I made this journal last week, and yes, one of my little cards on there. It's got a few tags and bits from last year in it. but it doesn't matter, we can add more to that tomorrow. So I thought this one would go nice because it went with the theme, and I've got loads of smushy glue. That's better. Let's see. So hope you're all okay. Hope you're managing to get everything done that you need to get done. I mean, you know, I'm sure most of us are not doing the usual this year, or you know, we had Boris on, I'm going to say on the phone. Oh, Boris, he rings, you know, oh, I'll just go and ring Catherine and David up in Scarborough. Yeah, right. He did his announcement to the nation, and you know, they're relaxing the rules for 5 days, which I can understand why they have to, because not everybody are decent people and not everybody following the rules, are they? And it just annoys me when you see all these party goers in London. They know they're going into level 3 today or tomorrow, and so they're all out in thousands having the Christmas parties because they know that everywhere will be closed. Well, that's just asking for trouble. And they're just going over, and that's what annoys me, because people that are selfish like that, they overwhelm the hospitals, and then people that follow the rules might need emergency care at those hospitals and can't get it because the idiots have been flouting the rules. So yeah, I know I don't, it's not a political channel, I know, but it just annoys me, because selfish people spoil it for others. And so anyway, it's they're not changing the rules, even though we've got a big problem with the rising levels, and the virus is now mutated. So you know, they're going to have to hurry along and make different strains of the vaccine, which I think will slow it all down again. But you know, all our family, they're either vulnerable, you know, elderly, my dad or whatever, a sister with health conditions, and you know, our kids are all in key worker posts, so they're mixing with it all the time. So really, you know, the high risk. So we're spending it on our lonesome, but we're happy enough. We'll be happy enough. We've got each other. We've got Nelson, and it's gorgeous to go down to the beach Christmas Day. If you live near the beach, you'll know that feeling. And I know, say in Australia, you know, people do that, don't they? Because you've got summer, and so you can go down to the beach. But here it's freezing cold, absolutely freezing cold. You won't go for a swim, but it's lovely just to go down, and everybody says Merry Christmas, and you know, keep your distance, because there's only real nature people and dog lovers that go down. Right, so I've stuck that on, and have I got my number on there? I'm sure I stuck a number somewhere. It's there, but I've covered it over. Look, I thought I had covered it over with my washi. I knew I'd stuck a 17 somewhere. Well, that's soon done, isn't it? You rip a bit off. Anyway, my lovelies, let's see what we've got tomorrow. Short and sweet again, but I realise that everybody's busy, aren't they? Things to do and other channels to watch, your own crafting to do. So let me give them a good. Right, let's take this one out. This is big. Ah, nice. This is from Carol Oakhouse Journals. Right. Precious Childhood Christmas Moment. Number 2, your perfect winter wonderland would be. And number 3, your favourite Christmas decoration. So they're nice. They're very similar to the type of prompts that Rachel's doing in her December daily. She's, you know, things like, what's your favourite Christmas food, and you know, what was your favourite Christmas present and things. So this is a nice one. So precious childhood Christmas moment, your perfect winter wonderland would be, and your favourite Christmas decoration. I like that because I might do a bit more writing instead of having bulk in my journals tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be lovely. So thank you for joining me as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. I think I've got about 15 subscribers to get to my 400 I wanted by the end of December. I nearly said end of January, but end of December. So if you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying everything, then please do so. And for all my lovelies that have been with me from the beginning, I really do appreciate you being here. So take care then. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.